What makes a demon truly terrifying? Is it their power, their cruelty, or the tragedy buried beneath the surface? As the Demon Slayer Infinity Castle arc approaches, there's one demon who stands apart, Akaza, a monster to some, a tragic soul to others. In this video, we're unmasking 10 powerful, lore-packed truths about Akaza that will change the way you see him forever. If you thought you knew him, think again. Number 10. Before he was a demon, he was Hakuji. Before he became the upper-ranked 3 demon feared across Japan, Akaza was a human named Hakuji. Born into poverty, Hakuji lived a harsh life caring for his ailing father. He resorted to stealing medicine to keep his father alive, a crime punished severely in the rigid laws of feudal Japan. His father, overwhelmed with guilt, took his own life to give Hakuji a chance to start anew, but Hakuji's world had already begun to fracture. That singular loss, that searing moment of helplessness, lit the first spark of rage within him. This moment wasn't just tragic, it was catalytic. It marked the beginning of a descent that would stretch beyond humanity. He wandered, broken and angry, fists becoming the only language he trusted. Every beating he gave and received hardened him further, preparing the ground for something darker to take root. Number 9. Trained by love, destroyed by loss. Hakuji's path to becoming Akaza was paved with both redemption and heartbreak. Taken in by Kizo, a kind martial arts master, he found purpose and discipline. Through Kizo's daughter, Koyuki, he experienced love for the first time. For a fleeting moment, Hakuji had a family and a future. But that hope was ripped away when a rival dojo poisoned them both out of envy. Consumed by grief, he slaughtered the perpetrators with his bare hands. That violent despair caught Mugen Kibutsuji's attention. With nothing left to live for, Hakuji accepted demonhood, not out of ambition, but because the world he loved had already died. Number 8. A martial artist turned monster. What emerged from that choice was no longer Hakuji, but Akaza, a demon with a unique fighting style rooted in the martial arts of his past. Unlike many demons who wield blades or rely on blood-based abilities, Akaza fights barehanded. Every movement is brutal yet elegant, a perversion of the techniques once taught by Kizo. His destructive death techniques aren't just violence. They are corrupted echoes of the discipline he once honored. Every strike is precision layered with pain. He is a martial artist turned monster, and in each battle, his fists carry the memory of everything he lost. The battlefield becomes his canvas and violence his language, yet behind each strike lies a longing for something lost, for someone he can no longer name. Number 7. The demon who refuses to kill women. Despite his bloodlust and cruelty, Akaza follows a code. One rule he refuses to break. He does not kill women. To some, this might seem like a twisted sense of chivalry. But to those who understand his backstory, it's a scar, a phantom pain. Koyuki's memory haunts him even in his demon form. Her face, her kindness, her fragility, they remain embedded deep within him, unreachable but ever present. It's why he avoids harming women, even if he doesn't fully understand why. This self-imposed restraint reveals more than just a quirk. It's a lingering shard of humanity, one that Mugen likely hoped would fade with time, but never did. In Akaza, the soul resists even when the mind forgets. Number 6. Snowflake marks that tell a story. Akaza's physical form as a demon is striking, covered in intricate snowflake-like tattoos. But these markings aren't merely aesthetic. The snowflake symbol is rich in symbolism. Snowflakes are delicate, fleeting, and symmetrical, a stark contrast to the chaos within him. They represent everything he could never preserve: the fragility of Koyuki's life, the purity of his love, and the perfect symmetry of a future that was stolen. His very body tells a story he no longer remembers, but one that defines him entirely. Each snowflake is a silent scream, etched in his skin, whispering of what could have been. They shimmer with a cruel beauty, reminders of a truth he can't quite grasp. Number 5. Strength as a way to feel alive. More than any other upper-ranked demon, Akaza craves strength, but not for dominance, not for pride. He seeks it as a form of salvation. In every battle, he is not merely trying to destroy his opponent. He is chasing something unreachable. Fighting the strong for him is a form of validation. Each powerful adversary is a test, a reminder that he still exists, that he can still feel. Because feeling anything is better than drowning in the nothingness left behind by loss. Akaza does not fear death. He fears meaninglessness, and so he fights. It's not about winning, it's about not disappearing, not becoming the void he narrowly escaped. His battles are a prayer, desperate, angry, and unanswered. Number 4. Mugen chose him for a reason. This desperate pursuit of strength is exactly what made him appealing to Mugen. When the Demon King first encountered Hakuji, he saw more than just a grieving young man. He saw a vessel, a perfect storm of sorrow and rage. Unlike others who were seduced or manipulated into demonhood, Hakuji accepted it almost willingly. There was no light left in him, and Mugen merely filled the void. Akaza was born not just from loss, but from total emotional collapse. And Mugen, ever the puppet master, knew exactly how to shake that grief into something deadly. He didn't give Akaza direction, he gave him permission to burn. Number 3. Haunted by the ghost of memory. But even in his demon state, Akaza is not wholly severed from his past. Time and again, we see him hesitate. We see flickers of pain, of confusion, of restraint. These moments are not strategic. They are instinctual. Some part of him remembers. The smile of Koyuki, the discipline of Kizo, the shame of his father's sacrifice. These fragments don't surface as thoughts. They rise as emotions. Ghosts, shadows that refuse to fade. In a universe where demons are often painted as irredeemable, Akaza becomes something rare, a creature caught between two worlds, driven by pain he no longer understands. His fists may not remember love, but his heart mourns what his mind can't name. Number 2. The battle that shook his soul. One of the most defining moments in the series comes during the Mugen Train arc. Akaza's battle with Flame Hashira Kyoujiro Rengoku was legendary, not just for the animation or the choreography, but for its emotional weight. Rengoku stands as the embodiment of honor, strength, and self-sacrifice. Akaza, despite his overwhelming power, cannot break Rengoku's spirit, and when Rengoku chooses to die standing, refusing to yield, Akaza is shaken. Something deep within him trembles. It is not fear. It is not anger. It is something closer to shame. For the first time, he encounters someone whose strength does not come from rage, but from love, and it destabilizes his entire worldview. Rengoku dies, but Akaza is the one who's undone. Number 1. Redemption in the end. That moment is not forgotten. It lingers in Akaza's mind, festering. When he later faces Tanjiro and Jiu, the ghosts return in full force. The battles he fights are no longer just physical. They are existential. He begins to question, to remember. And in those final moments, something miraculous happens. Akaza confronts his past. He sees the faces he lost. He feels the love he buried. He remembers Hakuji. It is rare for a demon to find redemption in Demon Slayer. Most perish in agony, clinging to hatred. But Akaza's end is different. It is not just death. It is release. His final moments are not marked by screams, but by peace. He lets go. He stops running. And in that stillness, the boy who was Hakuji finally finds rest. If you enjoyed uncovering the tragedy and depth behind Akaza, don't forget to like this video and hit that subscribe button. Thank you for watching and see you next time.